This story is 100% real and is about an experience I had going on the deep web. For those of you who don't know, the deep web is pretty much the hidden internet. It isn't indexed by search engines, and you need special software to go on it. It is several thousand times bigger than the surface internet, which can be reached by Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and etc. It is also home to many illegal things. You can buy stolen guns, any drug you can imagine, stolen phones, you can even hire hitmen. Any illegal thing you can imagine, it is on the deep web. I never had a great childhood. My dad was gone all the time and my mom was too. When she was home, it was normally verbal and physical abuse. I needed to have a way to escape it all, whether it was playing video games, watching movies, or even drinking. One day, I was invited over to a friend's house for a sleepover. When I got there, he immediately told me he had something to show me. We went upstairs and he had his laptop. He said he had got onto the deep web. We stayed up all till late at night, browsing through the interesting things on it. He showed me how to use it. It took some notes. The next day, I decided to try it out for myself. I downloaded the software and it was good to go. When on the deep web, there is a page full of links. In order to go to sites, you keep clicking on the new links that pop up. At first, it was very boring. Tons of dead websites or disgusting ones filled with videos of real people getting killed. Eventually, I found a forum. I can't remember what it was about, but I asked how to get any interesting sites that were not illegal. One guy sent me a link and said it was a site that contained leaked government documents. I thought that was interesting, so I clicked on it. When I pulled up the page, I was pretty shocked. It was a whole bunch of videos of people getting tortured, raped, and murdered in the most horrible ways. I have a pretty strong stomach, so I was ready to ignore it, and it was just exit out. But then I realized that the videos were playing at once. When I moved the mouse over one, there was no bar to let you pause or stop it. That's when it hit me. These were all thousands of live streams. I clicked on one that said, "Homeless man kidnapped in my basement." And it was a man tied to a chair covered in blood. To his left was a table, and on it was a whole bunch of tools that looked like axes, knives, drills, hammers, etc. There was a hooded man standing by it. On the right of the live streams, there was a chat box, and there were people requesting the hooded man do various things, like cut off the homeless man's head, rip out his hair, etc. Eventually, one man in the chat box said that he would pay several Bitcoin for the hooded man to gouge out the homeless man's eyes. The hoodless man agreed and grabbed what looked like a fork off the table and then began to walk to the homeless man. I quickly closed the live stream, but I could still hear it. I tried to leave the site, but it was frozen, and all I could hear are the horrible sounds coming from the stream. A few seconds later, the sound stopped, and a chat box appeared in the center of the screen. I couldn't exit out, but then in the box someone typed, "Hello, how did you like the site?" I paused for a moment, not sure if it was some kind of automated message, but then he typed again, "Are you going to answer?" I stayed frozen in place, but eventually I typed in, "Who is this?" The guy explained that he was the owner of the site, that he liked to greet the list of users when he could. I got a disgusted look on my face, and this is where things got really scary. The chat box the man typed up, "It's rude to make faces, Jake." My eyes got wide, and I noticed my webcam was on, when I always keep it off. Also, how did this man know my name? I covered up the webcam with a sticky note and typed, "How do you know my name? I'm calling the police." There was a brief pause and then horrifyingly a bunch of data posted in the box. I looked at it and realized what it was. Everything about me. My full name, email address, age. It even had my parents' info as well. I panicked and shut off my computer and hoped that it would end all of that. I did a complete wipe of all my computer's data and went to get a drink. I was under a lot of stress. That night, my mom said she wouldn't be home. I didn't stay where she was. But at this point in my life, I didn't care. My dad, of course, was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up watching a movie. I fell asleep on the couch. I don't know why, but about 2:30 in the morning, I woke up. The TV was still on, and it gave off a dim light. But when I opened my eyes a little more, I almost screamed. There was a man just standing a few feet away from me with a mask on. I flew from the couch and started for the door, but I heard heavy footsteps coming after me. I flung the door open and ran outside, screaming as loud as I could, trying to get someone's attention. I looked behind and saw the man. He was running, faster than me. I screamed louder, and I noticed I had tears running down my face. Then, a bag wrapped around my head. I was pushed to the ground with such force that I felt blood in my mouth. I heard a car speed up beside me, and I was being dragged to the sound of it. They were taking me away. Probably I was going to be on that site. I had almost expected my death when the man in the mask screamed in pain and dropped me. I pulled the bag off and saw a van speed away, and I saw my neighbor hitting the masked man with a baseball bat. The police arrived, and the masked man. Eventually, they caught the van and shut down the site. My mom and I moved out, and I will never go on the deep web again, and I encourage others never to go on it either. I should change the last part. I am not against the deep web or the idea of the internet of the free. The government allows freedom of speech, which perhaps is the most incredible thing ever. What I meant to say was that if you do go on the deep web, be careful and safe. Don't go randomly searching for websites. In my case, I just wasn't careful, and my friend wasn't certified to teach me how to use it, and I was very reckless in my use of it. Just be careful when you're using it. This happened just only 2 days ago, and I am saying this now because I forgot about it. He has messaged me. Now that is out of the way, this story isn't about a red room or any of that fake shit. Trust me, I have been on the deep web for about 3 years. Not once have I seen one of those things. I mean, I have seen videos of people getting killed, but not live feeds or anything. So this site I happened to come across. The link was a bunch of random letters, and if you have used something along those lines, you probably know what I mean. The link was sent to me via email. The email read, "Click this if you dare." Now, I was thinking probably exactly what you were thinking, right as you either heard or read that. Another damn troll trying to scare people. So I clicked the link, like nothing I haven't seen before. Drugs, blood, or cheesy sound effects. But I was sitting there laughing it off because I was thinking. I guessed it right. But when I clicked on an image of weed or some shit, I was sent to another page, and out of the page I was in. Keep in mind I have a VPN and also an IP scrambler for safety reasons. But when this sent me to this page, out of 3 years I've been on the deep web, I've never had a site switch to a different site on me. So I was thinking I misclicked. But then it made me screen full of black web page. But when I clicked on the screen, it popped up an error message saying, "We are sorry, but we are afraid to tell you that you can't leave this page. We are sending you to an admin right now. Please wait." So out of pure curiosity, I stayed and let it load. The video popped up, or should I say, webcam. So what I was thinking was going to get to talk to someone at the site that was clearly fake. And then a person with a normal face and a top hat showed up. And he had a black trench coat. Also had black gloves and appeared. Keep in mind, since this stuff happened before I wear that stuff, doesn't allow you to even see my skin color. Black gloves that go all the way up to my elbows. Yes, I know those are mostly meant for females. But I custom made mine, so they have black windows crawling down them. So it looked pretty badass. Plain white hoodie, hockey mask with H2O Delirious spray painted on it. He's my favorite YouTuber. And also I just kept the hoodie up, so when my webcam appeared, I wasn't that scared, so that he could see what I looked like. So just to piss him off, I got closer to my camera and said, "Can you see my face now?" That seemed to anger him, and he said, "Don't test me. You came to my site without an invite." After that, I went back in my chair and said, "Okay, first of all, I got a link sent to be my email. And also, your site is clearly fucking fake. I mean, who do you think we were going to fool?" That was what I said. I used that fake webpage for people to click on a link via clicking a picture, and it sends them here. It seems you did that. I clicked on that because I wanted to see how fucking overpriced a bag of fake-ass weed was going to be. And it seems you, the dealer, can I have some weed, please? Just to fuck with him, and said that last part. And then he got really mad and did that kind of noise a 10-year-old makes when he gets pissed off. And then said, yeah, I called it a yell, "Do not test me!" I knew this prick wasn't going to do anything, so I called testing him again. I said, I ain't your fucking teacher, but if you want a math quiz, I would be glad to give you one. Then he said, that's it. I'm getting your address and we are going to meet. I said, oh no, please don't. I don't want to meet you. You're too scary to fuck with them. Then I turned my IP scrambler and my VPN off so he could get my real IP, because I had a little surprise for him. Then he typed my IP in the chat box and said, oh, good job, you found it. It seems like you're getting the hang of this stuff. How would you like it if I gave you your IP? He said. Do it. More likely you can't. So I used a couple of programs, and maybe 3 minutes later, both of us are doing our things. And I said, got it. I also got some other things. So I typed in the chat box his name, address, phone number, and also the things. But his sister's and his mother's address and phone number. I must have scared the living shit out of him. Oh God, I wish you saw his face. I was laughing so damn hard. And when I was done, he said, I'm coming to meet you. You better prepare to die. I had some illegal weapons that I'd bought off of the deep web. Some mini Uzis, a shotgun with a drum mag, and also a very deadly military-grade sniper rifle. And then I said, oh, please come over. I really want to meet you. And then I moved to the left because my guns were sitting behind me. And in the dark, you couldn't see them because the angle of my webcam was sitting. The light from my PC screen sent a bright light beaming at the wall where my guns were sitting up against. And keep in mind, again, I live in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. So the nearest house is about 4 miles north of me. So I could shoot my guns and no one would hear them. I say this because of what he said next. Those things are fake, and I said in a childhood way, oh no they're not. And then said, like most people who would say, prove it. So I took the sniper rifle from the tripod and then hooked it up to the sniper and I put it on there. I've used this thing so many times that I know the difference between metal and plastic make when they barely touch or let alone lock to each other. It didn't seem like I didn't know how to sound normally, but at that point, at 5 times, this has barely let alone happened to me. During this year alone, it scares the people away because the guns is real. But then he needed it to shoot to show him that it is real. So I put the sniper in my window and then shot a tree about half a mile away. And that was an easy hit for a sniper because this thing is such a beast when it comes to shooting. And then he said, I ain't afraid of the sniper. The one I was afraid of was the shotgun. So I took the shotgun and shot that one too. And then he jumped and said, stop with the sound effects. And I said, okay, first of all, that is impossible. Yet and second, I want to meet your sister and mother with the weapons. Want them to meet them too? And then he screamed, please don't. Leave them out of this. I will leave and we won't meet again. I'm sorry for trying to scare you. And then just like that, he shut down the site and never bothered me again. Until the message reads, thank you for not attacking my family. I'm so sorry for what I did, and I will let you know that the site is now shut down. And I only shot those weapons to scare him. I wasn't actually going to do shit. I ain't a murderer, I'm a hacker. That was the story. Do not say there's no way you remember exactly what you said or what he said. I know exactly what I said. I have a memory of a fucking angel. I remember everything down to the name of the person. I knew his first grade. No shit, I don't remember exactly what I said. But the things in the story give you an image of what was said. The things that were typed. The message was exactly like I typed. Well, anyways, I hope you like this story. It ain't scary for the person reading, but to the person on the other side, probably scared the shit out of him. If you want, I can make this story read by his side. I guess if a YouTuber puts this in a vid, he could put it up in the top 10 funniest scary stories or some shit. because to me that was as funny as when he scared him. Bye. Hey guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Just like last week, I still am a bit sick. I have kind of a sore throat, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and my voice wasn't too fucked up. All of these stories were completely true. They're all from the Ask section on Reddit. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. So, if you guys have any suggestions, you can check out my Twitter. Or you can just, I don't know, leave it in the comment section. I always hate these parts because they're unscripted. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.